So I just got back from Vegas, and if you check out my most recent video right here, you saw exactly what I was bringing with me to my Vegas trip. I brought my Leica Q2, my Leica M6, and my beloved Mamiya 7. And this is actually the first time I've been back to Las Vegas in close to like almost 10 years. And last time I went, I did not have a great time, but this time it was going to be different. We were going there for a conference, and I was going to focus a lot of time on two specific things: street photography on the strip and also on the old strip of Old Vegas, and then also traveling outside of Vegas to hit up the famous Red Rock Canyon and also Valley of the Fire. But we got there on Sunday, and we really just took some time to like walk around, enjoy the actual area of Las Vegas, get some food, get some drink. And then on Monday, I decided let's hit the ground running, and I loaded up my Leica M6 with some Kodak Gold, which is, as we know, my favorite film. And I walked up and down the strip for at least a couple of hours, just popping off some shots. Vegas is very, very interesting. I mean, there are just things everywhere for you to see, people handing you things, just a crazy amount of stuff goes on the strip. So, you know, I felt that after walking up and down the strip for a couple of times, I felt that I really got exactly what I wanted to. So we traveled all over to what's known as the Old Strip, which is Fremont, which is like old, classic, traditional Vegas that we've seen in movies like back in the day, like Elvis movies and things along those natures. When you think of like Vegas, this is what you think of. The newer strip, it's a little like corporate-y, it's not a lot of stuff going on, but this is where I wanted to go for one specific reason: to do some night photography with my Mamiya 7 and some Ektachrome 100 to get beautiful shots of the lights at night. I really love these photos. The only thing I would have probably done is just expose a little bit more. They were a little bit darker than I wanted, but I was able to get the photos that I was looking for nice and sharp of the old strip, and then just a couple of other neon lights situated around the area. Again, if I would have done it over again, I probably would have exposed a little bit longer to get a little bit more out of the shadows. But after I did that, I feel like I completely exhausted my time in proper Las Vegas, both at the current strip and then the old strip on Fremont. So I rented a car and I drove about an hour outside of Las Vegas to my first stop being Red Rock Canyon. It was gorgeous. Red Rock Canyon, it's in its name, it's a canyon with red rocks. It was beautiful. And I took some Kodak Gold and also some more Ektachrome with me. And after I was done with Red Rock Canyon, there was a place close by that I've wanted to go to ever since I've been going and taking photos in the Southwest. It's called Valley of the Fire. It's about 45 minutes outside of Las Vegas, and it is absolutely stunning. I got there right at the beginning of golden hour, and I saw some wild goats, and I finally got to see something I've wanted to see forever, which was the Fire Wave Rock. And I spent the rest of my day there just popping shots off with my Mamiya 7 and my Leica Q2, and the photos speak for themselves because it was an absolutely gorgeous sunset and golden hour there. But after that was all done, we were kind of done with our trip, and we spent one more day walking around the Arts District, just taking in all of the different types of art that are there, the vintage shops. Highly recommend going to like the Arts District. There's a ton of vintage shops there, absolutely awesome stuff. But when we were done with that, our trip was over. We were a little nervous if we were gonna make it back because of the government being shut down. But we were able to make it back to New York at 1 o'clock in the morning. And that was it. All in all, this was a way better trip than the last time I went to Vegas. All in all, it was a great time. I would highly recommend, if you go to Vegas, to bring a film camera to really get that nostalgic feel of Las Vegas. And if you have time, rent a car and take a 45-minute drive out to the Valley of the Fire. You will not be disappointed. But that's it for this video. Coming up next will, I promise, be my Japan videos. I have a lot of footage to go over and almost 1,000 photos on film to scan and go through. So sorry for the delay, but thank you for watching. Please make sure to subscribe, like, leave a comment. Remember to just shoot, and I will see you in the next one. Viva Las Vegas, baby. That was stupid. I shouldn't have ended it like that. That was a stupid way to end it.